I think there's lots of fragmentation in the market, so there's more players out there and there's more options for clients. And I'm always looking at radio stations, not so much for the entertainment value. Each station gives entertainment every day. But from an advertiser point of view and a marketer point of view, we're always saying, where can we get the best results for our clients? And I think that radio stations are working hard now to deliver results for their clients. They're a lot more flexible than they've ever been. You know, if I go back 10, 15 years, they were pretty much quite insular in what they do, quite narrow-minded. They would give you opening and closing billboards, lots of rules, and you can't do this and you can't do that. Well, now in actual fact, you can do pretty much what you want as long as you make sure it's entertaining, it is driven by content, and it's not going to lose them listeners, but of course works for your product. Radio stations are open. They're open for business.
Yep. Current challenges facing radio stations in South Africa.
I think possibly understanding who their competition is. Radio stations spend a lot of time fighting with each other. So you've got the SABC, you've got Prime Media, you've got MediaMark stations, a whole lot of them looking to try and sell advertising, certainly within different markets, but they do compete with each other. Digital has come along and has been eating away slowly but surely and getting more and more of the advertising pie. We know budgets are not getting any bigger. So what's eventually started happening is that stations are starting to plateau and they need revenue. Shareholders need the revenue. I think they've got to understand where the competition is. And yes, the radio station around the corner is competition, but the bigger competition is digital. The bigger competition is other media channels. Radio stations have a USP. They can go and sit in with their clients and they can start listening to what the clients are trying to achieve and then working with other agencies, digital, creative, and making sure they fit in radio and they don't sell radio.
Tips from you about how clients and media agencies should approach buying radio advertising.
I think if you're buying 30-second spots, and I think there's certainly a place for those, reach and frequency across multiple radio stations. The stations themselves can help you. Generally, most of the bigger clients have agencies, and they can run the numbers, and they can do that pretty simply, and they'll get the best bang for their buck. But if you're doing non-traditional radio, if you're doing stuff which needs to stand out, if you're doing competitions, if you're doing content-driven radio, if you're looking for lead generation, or dare I say, looking to use influencers, radio station presenters influencing the actual campaign, the product that you're trying to sell, the establishment that you're trying to get people through the front door, then I think increasingly you should come to companies like ours, Ultimate Media, because we work over multiple radio stations without any bias. I'm going to listen to a client first, find out what their budget is, and then get the best result for them using the best radio station, influencer, and concept and mechanic. I think that there's opportunity to use the same concept, and we do this often, across multiple radio stations, same sound, but deliver the right result. Doesn't matter how big or small the budget is, radio can deliver and delivers well when it gets into bed with social media and influencers, etc.